Hello, and I am Cheng Nan with China's Xinhua News Agency. I'm now in Fuxi Temple in northwest China's Gansu province. The 2019 ceremony to commemoration of Fuxi is about to start. As the world's second largest economy, China's people, they don't forget their traditional culture, and they came here in memory of Fuxi. According to some documents, that Fuxi was a mythical emperor who reigned China was about 8,000 years ago. And every year, lots of overseas Chinese and foreigners will come to China, come to Tianshui, come to Fuxi Temple in memory of Fuxi. And Miss Meng is a tour guide of the Fuxi Temple, and today she will take us to know more about the traditional Chinese culture and the Fuxi Temple. Let's go. Miss Meng has worked in Fuxi Temple for over 10 years, and now she will give us a brief introduction of this temple.
Fuxi Temple was firstly built in 1483 AD. It had a history more than 500 years, and it's a palace-style temple complex to hold the feast ceremony for our ancestor Fuxi. I have a question for you. Do you know who is Fuxi?
I just know something about from the documentary Fuxi was a mythical emperor in China, and he reigned about 8,000 years, and he created the I Ching and the 8 trigrams, such like Bagua.
Yeah, you are so amazing. Actually, you mentioned something about Fuxi, and actually in Tianshui there are 2 Fuxi temples. One is on the mountain named Guatai Mountain, and that Fuxi temple was earlier than this one. It was nearly 1,000 years, and this one was rebuilt nearly 11 times in the history. And every year we will hold 3 times feast ceremonies for Fuxi, and the public sacrifice is coming, and we still have 2 folk sacrifices for him. The time is in spring and autumn. And in Fuxi Temple, you can see there are so many ancient trees.
Yeah.
From the legend, there are 64 trees, and they were planted following the 64 trigrams. But today, the ancient trees still remains only 37. Now, we crossed the second gate of Fuxi Temple. We call it Etiquette Door. Here you can see this is the middle yard of Fuxi Temple, and this is the most important yard because every sacrifice will hold here.
Every sacrifice.
Yeah, and you know, the first day and the middle day of the lunar calendar, the local people, they will come here to sacrifice Fuxi. And maybe you have a question, what they pray for? Actually, anything. No matter the education, marriage, or if you want to have a baby, you also can come here because there is no religion in Fuxi Temple. So if you trust Fuxi, you can come here to find your answer.
Okay, thank you. And I wonder how many tourists they came to Tianshui, came to Fuxi Temple last year.
You know, because of the publicizing, more and more visitors come to Fuxi Temple. Last year, nearly 1 million people attend to here. Yeah,
nearly from all over the world and the overseas Chinese.
Yes, overseas.
Okay, thank you. And I think this is the main temple of this is the main palace of this temple.
Yes, this is the most important one for Fuxi Temple. It was firstly built in 1483 AD, and we call it Xiantian Palace. You can see it. It has double eaves with green tiles. And if you watch closely, you can pay attention to the carvings and paintings. I will show you lately.
Yeah, and now Miss Meng will show us the inner temple.
Yes, yeah. I will show you the detail of the inside. You can see the threshold is very high because in ancient China, the threshold showed the statue of the master because Fuxi is the first emperor of the 3 emperors. So it's very high. When you cross it, you need to take care, okay?
Okay, let's go.
In the palace, we can find the inside space is very large because when it was built, the worker reduced 6 pillars to ensure there's enough inside space. But it's still very stable. From the record, nearly 100 years ago, a very terrible earthquake hit Tianshui. Most buildings were destroyed, but this temple still remained. And here you can see a millstone. From the legend, Fuxi got the idea from this picture. Then he created 8 trigrams. And this 8 trigrams is early 8 trigrams. We call it 先天八卦. And here you can see it still have 2 parts. The solid line and broken line.
Yeah.
Here, the solid line stands for yang, and broken line stands for yin. So many people think 8 trigram is so difficult to understand. Actually, the earliest one is not so difficult to understand. There are 8 symbols. They stand for the 8 nature elements here. And from these ones, we can see the 2. That's so special. This one is totally yang, and this one is totally yin. So that one named Qian stands for the heaven, for father, for the emperor. And this one stands for yin and stands for mother, the ground, and the queen. Yeah? So others you can see this one. This one is still special because it stands for water. It's as similar as Chinese character, water. You can write down it.
Yeah.
So that's why Fuxi is so great for us because we think the 8 trigrams, they are the earliest record mathematics. It's the earliest character.
Yeah.
And when matter a country enter the civilization period or not, character is a very important part.
Yeah.
So that's why we reputed Fuxi as the ancestor of Chinese culture. Mm-hmm. And nearly 3,000 years ago, Mr. Zhou Wenwang, he combined the 8 parts together and he created the 64 trigrams. Now, please pay attention to the ceiling painting. Oh. There are 64 trigrams.
Yeah, 64 trigrams.
Yeah, and Tianshui Fuxi Temple is the only building use 84 trigrams as outside and inside decorations. Yeah. Because of Fuxi, Chinese culture could begin and develop to today. So let's to see Fuxi.
Okay.
We can say this is Fuxi sculpture. It is 3 meters high and it was made in nearly Ming Dynasty. And from his appearance, you can see he's as similar as Northwestern people because from the legend and the ancient book, Fuxi's mother named Hua Xu gave birth to him in Chengji, actually today's Tianshui. And in Fuxi's hand, you can see that is Tai Chi picture, and outside is 8 trigrams picture. Tai Chi picture appeared lately than 8 trigrams, but it's very directly to show us the meaning of yin-yang. Yin and yang, they are in each other's inside, and they couldn't live without each other, and everything always change. You can see it. I think maybe this is a final wisdom Fuxi wants to pass to us because in our life we always meet troubles, but when we are in trouble, we can think about Tai Chi spirit. It told us everything changed. Just never give up. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe after the bad things, there will be some good things.
Yes. Here, I'd like to introduce the 2 carvings for you because they are the national treasure. That's the most important one in Fuxi Temple. You couldn't miss it. Yeah. And this one, if we stand here to watch it, maybe we think it is made of stone, brick, or other materials. But if we watch it closely, you will find it was of wood. Yeah. Actually, there are so many pieces of wood combined together, but we couldn't find the gap. Yeah. And a dragon inside, and the four corners for beds. The dragon's teeth, paws, scales are so vivid, and this dragon show us powerful. And the four corners beds, just like flowers, waves, butterflies. That's so beautiful. And the meaning is also good. It means fortunate will come for seasons. And this one is the original ones. That's why it's so charitable. Yeah. And the dragon here stands for yang. So we need to balance. Over there, you can see that is a phoenix. Yes.
So all the temples, when the creators they created this place, they will use the traditional Chinese philosophy, yin and yang.
Yes.
And this is our wood phoenix.
Actually, not only in Fuxi Temple, in China, there are so many Asian temples, they following the Chinese calligraphy yin and yang, or 8 trigrams. And here, you can see this phoenix is so special because it has an eagle's beak, eagle's paws, shows the female's powerful part. But you can see its eye and the feather of neck and the peacock's tail. They are very gentle. Show the female's gentle part. And the most special one is here. You can see it's a tortoise back.
Yeah.
In China, we always see different kind of phoenix, but they always has a crane's back. But from the ancient legend and the record in the beginning, the phoenix has tortoise back. So Tianshui, this place, it could remain the original culture very well. And the two wood carvings are very beautiful. Actually, I think it's very unique in the northwestern area. And in the nation, it's also very beautiful ones, masterpiece. And so many visitors they come to here, they want to take photos with it. And here, dragon and phoenix show us the balance of yin and yang, and think the meaning is also very good.
Yeah.